Who's Henry in it?
I can't think of the name of the actor. All I can place him in right off the top of my head is the episode of Tales from the Crypt about the gunfighter who gets...
Yeah, the fucking...
with David Morse. Mm-hmm. I think Darabont's episode.
Yep.
Yeah. Sundown or whatever. But it's really good. It touches on Henry's, like, firebug tendencies. I recommend it to anybody that likes serial killer style horror films.
Okay, just out of curiosity, no one put this on their list.
Henry too? Oh, Henry? Henry was like number 50 on mine. Okay. But
I wanted to, but...
It's another one that I feel like should probably have been higher on my list.
All right, go ahead, Scott.
Well, mine was just talked about recently, The Shining.
The Shining.
Okay.
Hush, boy, do you want to get sued? Number 23 for me. Probably overall... Yeah, definitely overall the best horror comedy of all time.
Oh, I thought you were talking about probably 23.
No. John Landis's An American Werewolf in London.
Man. Great movie.
A little low, I guess, but that's where it falls.
I mean, I just got overlapped.
Well, why are you coming up on that, too?
Every fucking movie you guys named is coming up on my list. I'm fucking pissed.
Well, we expected this to happen.
Yeah, we're going to have a lot of overlap here. The film is brilliantly written. It's almost perfect mix of horror and comedy, like Gallows humor style comedy. Griffin Dunne from Scorsese's ridiculously underrated After Hours.
After Hours, yeah.
Is
with Cheech and Chong also.
In my opinion, what really makes the film. David is great. The actor that plays his character is great. It's like lightning in a bottle, though.
Is it John Naughton or something?
Yeah, John Naughton.
David
Naughton. Yeah.
The only things other than this that I can really place him in are like body bags for half a second, and I don't even know what else.
Yeah, and he did a cameo as himself in The House and TV series.
Yeah, it was lightning in a bottle in a lot of ways. It was the only great horror-related effort by John Landis because fucking
Schlock is like mid-70s.
Okay.
No, it was stupid.
I guess.
Horror, I mean, Dear Woman and this.
Well, he also did Innocent Blood, that stupid vampire movie.
You didn't like that?
No, it's...
We fucking stop it,
What the hell was that?
That's not even a cough.
No, I don't like Innocent Blood. It's not funny, and it's not gory enough to... If he'd have piled on the gore in that one the way that he did in American Werewolf, then it would probably be watchable.
I love the burning scene with Robert
Loggia.
Loggia. It's fucking pretty good. It's done very well.
Loggia is, not... He's... I don't know. Whatever. The movie...
he's also in Two Evil Eyes as a paramedic.
Loggia?
No, fucking...
David Naughton.
No, John Landis.
Oh, John Landis pops up in...
I don't know.
He does cameos in a lot of horror things.
Yeah.
For whatever reason, like, the cult credit that he got from this film is still to this day, like... Because everything he's done horror-related since then has just gotten worse and worse. Like, that fucking Burke and Hare movie that he did was really bad.
Did he do Vampire in Brooklyn, too?
That was Wes Craven.
Yeah.
Oh, that's right, yep.
But no, like, he also did those 2 episodes on Masters of Horror, and both are pretty good. Like, Family's really good.
Family's my second favorite episode of that whole series.
Dear Woman's
pretty good.
In the vein, there's some comedy in it.
Yeah, but I'll say that's right in the vein of American Werewolf.
Well, I mean, yeah, that's just his style. He doesn't ever go all-out horror.
Right.
Which would be awesome if he ever did, but his son is the director now. And
yeah.
Maybe, I don't know. Who cares about that guy anyways?
Landis, we've talked about his...
Vic Morrow.
Yeah, his real credit to horror history, killing Vic Morrow.
The real horror.
Is that it?
American Werewolf. The best werewolf transformation effects in history.
Still to this day.
Yep. I mean, people say The Howling.
Was it Baker or Bottin? Because I get
those
Baker.
Two.
Okay,
Baker.
I get those two transposed like crazy.
With The Thing and fucking yeah.
The Thing and
and Bottin also did Howling.
Yeah, Bottin did Howling. Okay. Yeah, Baker's effects on this to this day are top 10 horror effects probably.
Yeah, the only knock you could fucking say when the werewolf shit starts going, it's the end. And it just starts picking up, and then fucking that
movie could go for another 45 minutes for me, really.
Yeah,
and that's one of the great things about this film is that it moves like a fucking freight train, and it leaves you wanting like way more.
Yep.
It doesn't.
That's why I think I'm a good lover, because I do the same thing. I fuck like a freight train, and I leave them like unsatisfied. There you go, Scott.
What's your number 23, Ken?
All right, man. So we covered this movie, and damn it, dude.
No,
go. Right. So we covered this movie. It was just me and Randy. It was a special. It was on Election Day. It was gloomy, and so I loved it. But I was kind of worried, like, the setting that day. Maybe that's why I loved it. And then I rewatched it 2 more times, and I love it even more.
I know what thou speaks of.
Bubba didn't do it. Dark Knight of the Scarecrow.
Yeah, that was a good one.
I loved it a lot more than you did, but
no, it's in the like the pantheon of made-for-TV horror. It's among the best. Like, it's up there with Salem's Lot and Bad Ronald and.
After hearing you guys talk about it makes me want to check it out.
You can borrow my Blu-ray if you want.
I'd love to.
But Charles Durning, just fucking evil.
Oh, yeah.
The fucking old pedophile, creepy fucking murder cover-up guy. He's just a post office dude. He's not even a cop. The only thing I didn't like about it, we said it when we covered it, is the end when he's running away from the tractor. It just runs straight away.
Right. He's like run around the tractor.
Yeah, run around the tractor. But, I mean, maybe he's just so terrified. I don't know.
I would never be so terrified that I'd become a complete blithering idiot, I don't think.
Go ahead, Scott.
But
we covered this on...
I'm a problem solver.
Yeah, we covered this, so go listen to it. And that episode, there's a really... Before we talk about the movie, there's a really gross thing that happened to Randy.
Oh, yeah, the infamous...
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, he
cum hoodie.
Yeah, he put on one of my hoodies and it had a cum stain on it.
It did, and you, like, tried to fucking pass it off.
If you want to hear about the cum hoodie, go back and listen.
Yeah, it's classic.
Go ahead, Scott.
All right. My number 23 is it's one of my favorite zombie comedies. There's still one more in the list, but Shaun of the Dead.
I didn't put it on the list.
I don't think that made my list.
I just absolutely love it. It is such a perfect nod to Romero's zombie films with like that British humor. You know, Edgar, like that team up of Edgar Wright, Nick Frost, and Simon Pegg is almost always like comedy gold.
I really
want
to see Baby Driver.
I saw it.
It sounds amazing.
I feel like it's going to be better than anything else they've done, probably.
No?
Okay.
But it's really good from what I've heard.
Did you like The World's End or whatever it is?
Not so much.
I liked it.
Yeah, I've liked pretty much everything he's done.
I actually liked This Is the End more than World's End.
Mm.
But it was fun to watch all of those assholes die, is what I think really did it.
Right.
Yeah.
I hate all those guys, and watching them die was like...
I like James Franco. Nothing wrong with him.
Out of the bunch, he's like the most tolerable, I guess.
Yeah.
But he's still a fucking asshole.
How do you know?
The gore in this is fantastic.
What there is, yeah.
Yeah, I'll say, like, especially towards
it's pretty
the end.
sparse.
But yeah, like towards the end when everything starts ramping up and the guy gets pulled out from the bar and
that's like the big showstopper.
Yeah.
I just fell in love with the idea of going to what's the bar again?
The Winchester.
The Winchester. Like that's
the whole
his
idea
whole
of just
fucking
getting to the fucking pub.
That's exactly what I would be like. At that time when I watched it, I loved going to this fucking shithole Pine Run bar right down the road just to fucking drink beers and play pool. That was my thing.
Yeah, I mean, Edgar Wright is the real, or Nick Frost is the real, the real star of the film. He like steals the show completely.
Yeah, I'll say like all three, like the director and those. No, shut up, Randy. I know what you're talking. I caught myself. Whatever.
We need to get like a squirt gun.
He said, "I'll say." He doesn't say.
No, it's just a really scrunched up version of "I was gonna."
Okay.
Say.
Well, it's better than
I
was
don't know.
gonna.
He
said, "I'll say."
He's combining "I was gonna" into like this kind of thing.
I liked it. I like your new approach.
God damn it. Oh yeah.
What were you gonna say? Say it.
Well, yeah, just Simon Pegg and Nick Frost. Just those two together work great in the movie throughout the whole entire thing. And
Randy, what do you got?
Comedic timing is
what
awesome.
What do you got for your next one? What you got, Randy? What is it? 22.
22. Yep. My number 22 is Romero's 1985, 85 or 86.
Day of the Dead.
Yeah,
85.
Day of the Dead.
Nice.
A little low.
Yeah, it's low compared to what I put it, but
for what most people would say, but there are a lot of chinks in the armor.
There's a lot of Japanese guys wearing.
Oh my god!
Holy shit!
War suits.
No, it's
there's no Asian people in that movie.
It falls victim to a lot of lulls.
One guy could be like
and some annoying characters. Like, especially the biggest problem is that all of the sympathetic protagonists, for the most part, are totally unlikable.
That's what I like about it, though.
I'm glad and shocked that you put it this high, though, because you have nothing but complaints about it every time we talk about it.
The effects are amazing.
Yeah.
They're the very best zombie effects that have ever been put on film. All of the villains are really detestable sleazeballs and done really well. Rhodes is... They're all a little cartoony, though, you know? They're just all really cartoony.
It's believable to me.
Mm-hmm.
All those characters, I think. You know, I mean, they're locked and trapped in...
Yeah, they're forced to live together.
Everything is, like, so over the top. Like,
well, Rhodes...
Let him go, goddamn you, or I'll cut you in half. Like,
yeah, I see what you're saying. I see what you're saying. And, like, Rhodes is never lighthearted whatsoever in the entire fucking movie.
No, the guy is always blood and thunder, and, like, one could say that he's, like, you know, he's compensating for, like, his weird little man syndrome and shit. But all of the characters are really over the top, and some of them are, especially the protagonists, are just dumb and not likable. Like Sarah... And
there's nothing wrong with Sarah.
Yeah.
Dude, out of all of them, she's...
No, out of all of them, Frankenstein is the only, like, intriguing and...
Yeah.
Really, Dr. Logan is, like...
Logan's fucking awesome.
And, like, Amplus's character, although fairly ancillary, is pretty believable, but, like, most of them are really just a little too over the top.
It's fair, I guess.
But it's still, you know, top 25 fucking horror film.
For you, I wouldn't have been surprised if you didn't even have it on your list.
I would still give it, like, an 8.5.
I think that's probably what you gave it. Me and Scott gave it a 10.
Yep.
All right, my next one, it's a little low, but I've only watched it twice, which I should, as a horror fan, I should watch this at least 5 times, but The Beyond.
You've only watched The Beyond twice?
Well, I bought it, when I first bought it, I fucking got it on DVD, ordered for $40 when I first started collecting horror.
Okay.
No, maybe I watched it like 3 times.
There have been periods where this film has been out of print and, like, extremely expensive.
Yeah, I'm talking like 2001.
Like, the first version that I ever saw on DVD, do you remember Diamond?
Yeah, the fucking shitty. Then they I had Cat of Nine Tails. That was
they did a bunch of the Italian stuff, and that was the first time that I saw The Beyond and House by the Cemetery and Pieces and all kinds of shit.
Horrible quality.
Yeah, basically VHS rips,
Full
but
screen,
they were all uncut, and you know that's how I saw The Beyond for the first time.
Yeah, I don't feel bad putting it this low because Scott put it in his 90s.
Yeah, and like I said, I regret that. Like,
how many times have you seen it?
I think I'm up to 3 times now.
Fucking ponce.
Yeah, I might have seen it 3. It's been like 5 years since I watched it last.
I'm not going to say too much about it.
The fucking... Yeah, I know because it's coming. But the fucking tarantula scene is so stupid.
It's so bad. Fulci loves his animal attacks, and that is by far the cheesiest.
And the fucking greatest kind of like headshot thing is only... you have to pause it.
The little ginger.
At the very end, yeah. Fucking... It's so fucking... The effect is so... Like, it looks so creepy and good, but it's like you have to pause it just to see it.
Yeah, it goes by
so
way
great
too fast.
That somebody made a bobblehead of it.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, you can find the screenshot. Like, you probably just type in the Beyond Fulci, you're going to see that.
I'm sure it's a GIF, too.
Yeah, maybe.
Or a GIF.
Oh, yeah. We can debate about this if you want for a while.
That finally got settled, didn't it?
Yeah, someone settled it one time when I was listening. I was like, they got a point.
I think the guy that invented the GIF came out and was like, it's GIF, all right?
Yeah, but then there's like peanut butter's GIF, too, though. So you can confuse. Like, I don't know. Go ahead, Scott.
Number 22?
Yep.
My number 22 is Lucky McKee's May.
It was on my list a long time ago, but yeah.
Didn't make my list, but it's a really good one.
Angela Bettis' performance in this is just fucking great. The story is just disheartening. And,
yeah, it's really sad.
Yeah, it's sad, but
it kind of hits close to home in a lot of ways.
The dude from Doom Generation, James Duvall.
Oh, yeah, that guy.
he's
just always terrible.
Poor man's Keanu Reeves.
My shirt's chafing me.
Oh, but yeah, this movie is just it hits home for a lot of people. I know that. And
if you're a loner and if you live a life of solitude,
awkward
and you're just slightly awkward and
introvert,
weird,
then you should watch May. And piggybacking off of that, I'm gonna plug Angela Bettis' film starring Lucky McKee, Roman.
Oh yeah,
yeah,
which is really awesome. It's a really great companion piece. If you haven't seen that one, check it out.
Yeah, that one I still need to see, but after you talked about it, I want to check it out.
There's one movie that